Lesson 95, slant height of pyramids and cones. The slant height of a cone is basically how long the slanty side of the cone is. So the regular height is how tall it is from the peak to the base. That's called the height. And it is measured at 90 degrees. The slant height is how long the slanty side is. And we use it to calculate surface area. If you had a cross section, that just means that you're cutting straight down the middle. So if you have a cross section of a pyramid or a cone, it's going to be an isosceles triangle. So here's an example of a square pyramid that has a base of 30 centimeters. It's a square, so it's 30 by 30. And here's the peak, the apex. So if you were to cut straight through the apex and halfway down through the base, you're going to have an isosceles triangle. Half of the base will be 15 centimeters. The height will be h, and the slant height will be along this side here. So if we are given that the height is 20 centimeters, we're going to ask to find the slant. So if we look at this as a right triangle, we have the height, the 15 centimeters, and we'll call that C. We can use the Pythagorean Theorem. Oh, I forgot, we could put this height as 20 because that's what was given. So we have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we do 15 squared plus 20 squared. So we have 625 equals c squared. So we have to take the square root of both sides, which is 25 centimeters. So the slant height would be 25 centimeters. Let me show you another example using a cone. So if the diameter of the base is 10 centimeters, the height of the cone is 12 centimeters. What is the slant height? Again, we're going to use the Pythagorean Theorem. So imagine if we were to cut right down the center, we're going to have this isosceles triangle where the height is 12 and the half of the base is 5. So we're going to do the radius squared plus the height squared equals the slant height squared. So r squared plus h squared equals slant height squared. We do like a cursive L for slant height. So we have 5 squared plus 12 squared equals L squared. 25 plus 144 is 169. Take the square root of both sides, and we have L equals 13 inches. So the slant height is 13 centimeters is what we said. And that's the end of the lesson.